Now, a man is preparing to cycle 4,000 miles across America in memory of a woman from Albury who was hit by a car as she waited at a bus stop earlier on this year. This is 21-year-old Rebecca McManus. She was making her way to a hen do in Birmingham city centre. She was hit and sadly killed on Hagley Road. Close friend Hugo Card joins us on the line now. Morning, Hugo.
Morning, Pete.
For those that didn't know her, just tell us what Rebecca was like.
Rebecca, she was a really, really lovely, bubbly, popular person at UEA. Everybody knew her. She was very famous for her red beret that she often wore around campus. And she was an aspiring poet, which made her very popular on her course, the English and Creative Writing.
So it must have been then a real shock when she died.
Yes, yeah, it affected a lot of people. She was, as I said, she was very popular, so a lot of people heard the news and were very stunned by it all. And we all felt a heavy loss together, along with her family.
And so, how did we get from there to you cycling from New York to Los Angeles? So
I've had this idea for a while to cycle coast to coast, and after having the loss, I realised that I could use it as a really great platform to raise funds and awareness for a road safety charity to stop similar tragedies happening to other families and friends.
Are you a cyclist anyway? Is this something that you do on a regular basis?
Yes, yeah. I've got an ambition to cycle around the world, so this is one of the legs that I'm doing to complete that.
Right, okay. So if you are a cyclist regularly, have you still had to put in an awful lot of training, or have you just thought, you know what, hey, you put one foot in front of the other and that propels the bike forward, we'll get there?
Yes, no, I'm doing quite a lot of training at the moment. Each day I'm going out for 2 hours with all my equipment and gear so that I can get myself properly used to every nut and bolt on my bike and get my fitness up to scratch for whatever America may throw at me.
And so you're starting in New York, you're going to Los Angeles. When are you starting? When are you?
I'm going to be setting off. I'm going to be flying out on the 21st of March next year.
Right, okay. I was going to say, please don't tell me it's like now, because
no.
You might struggle, certainly in New York, because they get quite badly hit by the winter. And who is it is it just you? Is there going to be? You must have a team with you and a support vehicle and stuff like that. Is that all happening as well?
Unfortunately, because it's quite a big time commitment, I'm going to be doing this by myself.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a bit crazy, but if you've got a dream, you've got to follow it.
That's incredible. So how far is it? What's the? I know roughly what the distance is between your start and finish times, but you must know how many miles you're going to be cycling.
Yes, it's around about 4,000 miles in total, breaking down to about 100 miles per day, give or take, given terrain and weather conditions and repairs.
And have you done 100 miles in a day yet? Have you actually cycled that day? What is it like when you step off a bike after riding for 100 miles? What's that like?
Your legs can get very weak. It's you kind of just want to lie down for a good couple of hours just to get rid of that numbness that you're so used to from spending so long on the bike.
My goodness. And have you got a target for money that you want to raise, Hugo?
Yes, yeah. I'm I've got a Just Giving page called justgiving.com/BritOnBike, and I'm trying to raise £2,000 for Break, the road safety charity.
Okay. And where are you at the moment? I mean, how are you getting on with your donations?
Yeah, so at the moment I've been raised £1,300 in total, including gift aid. I've had a really useful bunch of people at work at my pub, which have been so supportive about it, the Bat and Ball, in helping me raise money, putting out posters and little cards and raising awareness as well. So they've been really, really useful.
You'd like to think so, Hugo. You'd like to think that it's not like you're coming in and going, I'm going to do a sponsored walk around the local park. I'm going to get my bike and I'm going to ride for 4,000 miles. You'd like to think they put their hand in the pocket. Just give us that Just Giving page again then, if anybody else wants to check it out and maybe help you out themselves.
Yes, the page is justgiving.com/Brit on bike.
Okay. We'll catch up with you before you head off. And indeed, I'd love to speak to you kind of once you've done it, because I think that's going to be fascinating.
Yes,
You're going to have thighs as big as watermelons. It's going to be ridiculous. All the best, Hugo. Good to speak to you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much, Pete.
You
All the
take
best.
care. Ta-ra. Hugo Card there, cycling from New York to Los Angeles. Driving it makes me feel tired.